Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. At my mom's today in her beautiful backyard. Got some little bit of flowering and a lot of green coming around here, which is really cool. Today I wanted to talk about how to counteract worry. Alright, so take a couple of nice deep breaths with me. Got the sun in my eyes peeking out over that house. Gonna breathe some fresh air back here. Unfortunately, Mom had to get half of her tree cut down. Can you guys see that? That whole half. It was like one of those split trunks that went both ways. And the one half was kind of diseased. And she had a 75-foot tree, half of it cut down. Very sad for her. She was very upset about it. So, take a couple of nice deep breaths. Enjoy the quiet, no tractor boy around. No barking dogs, just birds. It's a beautiful 60-degree day. So, how to counteract worry. And this idea came out of an email I get. So, as a business person and a coach, I'm on some email marketing lists where, people talk about a whole variety of things. And this one guy, who's really a business expert, was talking about how to counteract worry. When you start realizing your little monkey brain is worrying about this and about that and about that, this has nothing to do with business per se. It's just about the process of thinking and worrying. And he posed a really good question, which is this. When you notice and become aware that you're worrying about something, the question was, what else should I be doing right now? Or could I be doing right now? In other words, it just calls to attention in the brain that this worrying process doesn't really accomplish anything. So in the world of TMS, mind, body, perceived danger, pain, worrying about our symptoms does not keep us safe. It does not make them go away. It does not solve a problem. It just keeps us focusing on the fear. And what else should I be doing right now? It's a great question. And when we ask good questions of our brain will start going to work on that. Because when you say, well, here I am worrying again, what else should I be doing? Well, I could be shifting my attention away from the worrying thoughts, which don't accomplish anything. They don't solve a problem, and maybe shift our thoughts to something else that we need to do, want to do. Maybe reach out and call a friend. Not to call and talk about your worries and your pains, but just to get outside of your worrying head. And you don't necessarily have to have a direct answer for that. You could say, well, what else should I be doing aside from worrying? And let your brain stew on that for a little while. Before you know it, your brain's going to be like, well, maybe you should do that. Maybe you got to do that. Or start looking into this. And let's start thinking about the future that we want to create for ourselves. And maybe we can, instead of sitting here worrying, we can instead turn and say, how can I teach my brain that I'm safe? So it's just a really useful question anytime you're worrying. And it doesn't matter if you're worrying about your job, a career, a business. What else should I be doing with this time? What else would I rather be doing with this time? Because again, it's just an acknowledgement that worry doesn't help us. Worrying is basically trading your right now potential for joy, happiness, productivity, peace of mind. Worry just trades that for future anxiety. Basically anxiety based on the thoughts of a worst case scenario future. And awareness is a great thing. So when you notice yourself doing these things, the great question is, what else should I be doing right now? And then pick something and then do that. And you'll find that the more you just pose that question to yourself, the more your brain's going to find more productive, useful, joyful things to do. And you will spend less time worrying, which in the grand scheme of things will make us feel safer, more joyful, more productive, and overall lead a better quality of life. Because if you're spending the vast majority of your days, or even a big chunk of them, worrying about your health, about what other people think of you, about what tomorrow is going to bring, those things aren't helping us. They're not bringing us any positive results. They're just trading your positive right now, your potential for right now joy, productivity, for future fears and worst case scenario. So what else should I be doing right now? It's a great question. It applies to life, not just pain or symptoms or TMS. It applies not just to business, which is where this gentleman's email was coming from, but it applies to life. When you are worrying, notice it, be aware of it, and just ask yourself, well, what else should I be doing now? What would be better for me to be spending time on? Virtually anything besides the worrying. So, short video today. Enjoy Mom's nice green backyard. It's beautiful back here. And I guess I will see you tomorrow. Love you.